What's the mighty good word, party folk? I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here, up about a mile high on Friday. It's Venus's Day, July 26th, a little later in my day. What's good, party folk? This is your last quarter moon in Taurus. Collective message, regardless of your natal sign placements. This may resonate with you, and I strongly suggest that you check out all the other collective readings as well as your sign placement readings. Thank you so much for being here. I honor you. I honor your time, your presence. I'm grateful for our energetic exchange. Thank you to new subscribers. Thank you to the old subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's been around the block with me. Thank you to everyone who's stuck around lately. I really appreciate all of your contributions, no matter energetic or tangible. Trust that I am divinely guided and a powerful transmuter of energy, and I do spend it well. All your contributions, again, whether energetic or tangible, I spend it well, and I am a powerful transmuter. I return all of that energy and good. So here we are, right? I'm also learning to, I'm also human, so I took some time out, and it's summer here, and the heat and I don't get along. Likely my Aries rising and my Sagittarius placement is too hot. What's good, party folk? So before we get into the Sabian Oracle, I do want to reference the longer lunation phase. So this last quarter moon in Taurus does square the sun in Leo. Happy birthday to all Leos. Thank you for being here. And this last quarter moon is the last lunation in the longer lunation phase that does relate to the full moon that occurred in the late October or fall of 2023. It was the partial lunar eclipse in Taurus at the end of October during Scorpio season, when the full moon opposed the sun in Scorpio. There was a solar eclipse right before that in Libra, and then those eclipses are tied to the April 20th, 2023 solar eclipse and May 5th, 2023 lunar eclipse in Scorpio. But back to the longer lunation phase, the first quarter moon then occurred in early 2023 at the end of January when the sun was in Aquarius. And then the kickoff new moon was in, I believe that one may have even been an eclipse, right? The new moon in Taurus that conjuncted the sun in Taurus in late April, at the end of April 2022. Wow. There's a lot going on there. Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. This is your last quarter moon in Taurus vibe reading, collective reading. I am your effervescent, bubbly, giggly, wiggly, jiggly, smiley, very giggly, stellar informant, ninja warrior, Akashic librarian, funny looking jester with your divinely guided messages for your spiritual evolution, your spiritual expansion, your human growth, your multi-dimensional shift through all spaces and times, all of them. Thank you for being here once again. Thank you for all the likes that I know I don't show, but I did get a lot of likes in the last batch of sign readings, so I really, really, really am thankful. Like, you do like the videos, I know that. Also, feel free to share, feel free to stick around, subscribe. Welcome back if you were a former subscriber and then now you're back. Stick around, subscribe once again. Don't hit subscribe if you're already subscribed, because it'll unsubscribe you. Oh my god. Okay, Sabian Oracle message, old way of operation. So this is a very like former patriarchal rite as Pluto finishes its final dance in the final minutes, in the final degrees. Pluto will retrograde into the final minutes of Capricorn once again to finally release this old way of operation based on competition, which competition can be regarded as healthy. It can be okay. There are healthy formats and healthy forms of competition, but is it healthy? Is it okay if it's rooted in envy, jealousy, and fear? Perhaps you were unaware that you were operating in this manner, and it's okay. What's more important is to become aware now that you are aware. Don't lie in that. Don't lay in that worry, or don't mingle in that feeling of frustration. Now that you have smelled the roses, now that you are awake, wake up and smell the roses. Now turn to a positive frame of mind. Now work to compete in a healthy form. Some of us, a lot of us, most of us, this is very American society, US society, something about climbing up above the rest, standing out. So you can stand out in your own way, in your own vision, in your own dreams, but it's reconciling aspects of yourself that are rooted in those extremes, those traditional versus non-conservatives extremes. So within you and outside of you. And so I dubbed this reading Flexible Spirit. Where are you awestruck and addicted to the huge payout? Where are you awestruck by celebrity, movie celebrity, TV celebrity, reality TV star? Where are you defined by celebrity or star quality, huge payouts, so as to only suppose that big dreams, those that achieve big dreams, those that achieve big goals are the only stars? So now that you lean into spirit and you are tapped into your spiritual awakening and your ascension, can you fulfill your dreams in a down to earth manner? So now that you've been enlightened to higher hopes, fate, faith, destiny, even if you were extreme in your spiritual ascension and your spiritual awakening, even if you have led with extremes despite spirituality or without it, despite if you have led only with spirit and in a non-practical manner, or if you have led in ultimate practicality and no spirituality. But now that you see that there's proof in the spiritual pudding, can your life, can your dream, can your vision be possible? Can you be the star of your own vision and your own dream, no matter how big or small? And perhaps your dream is small and it's rooted in practicality, and that is great if it is not without the unconditional love, the reconciliation with you, knowing that you don't have to step on the next person to get above them, or to go above and beyond them. And so it's also recognizing that there's no longer this desire to go above and beyond others, and that you can fulfill your dreams in a loving manner, in an unconditional loving manner. And by that, you build a plan, you build a vision that's rooted in care for earth and others. So there is a lot of fae, spirit, earth magic. Astrology is very big. The fight between the old and the young, feeling that maybe time is running out. And so if that is the feeling, that is a good feeling to have, but it's meant to alert you to there's still time. Like if you feel that time is running out, or if you feel that you're only getting older, or if you feel that you're too old for this, that's your cue that there's enough time, that you're youthful enough, no matter your age, that you're spirited enough, that there's a lot of spirit and spiritual fire within you. And now divine feminine purifies that old way of masculine order, old way of thinking, and old way of attaining an unhealthy competitive spirit. Without spirit, now you direct with higher spiritual consciousness. But there can be a tendency to want to fight for everything and for everyone. But is there, again, a way to reconcile that which has transpired? So the traditional, the staid, the true, and then the new, the enlightening. What in the traditional can last, and how can you now integrate it into this very new, very fresh vibration? Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirit Guides of the highest light. Helpful ancestors, wise ancestors, sage ancestors, ancient ancestors, thank you so much. Spirit, clear divine messages for the collective, for the last quarter moon in Taurus, following the full moon in Capricorn, and sandwich between the upcoming new moon in Aquarius, right? Or new moon in Leo, wow. With the full moon in Aquarius. Okay. One card from the Dreamscape Oracle by Matt Hughes. One card from the Sabian Oracle by Marcella Kroll. One card from the Herbal Astrology Oracle by Adriana Yales. And then 4 cards from the Moonology Oracle by Yasmin Boland. Okay, cool. Koi fish and sea turtle. Awesome. Earlier in the... while I was premeditating and doing all that pre-shuffle, the Death Mother came up, which is like releasing now the old. And then this is the Koi, which is not letting all of the old dissipate, that there is something in that tried and true that can be lasting, and you're in a spiritual culminative moment that now you, although you want to release everything, you want to be released, now you are enlightened to how you can commit and attain, and who you can commit to, and what relationships are worth attaining and striving for, and attaining an evolution within those relationships. Like, which relationships are supportive, which relationships do you support, who can you support, how can you support, the moments of support, but also spiritually very much aligned in your truth, the truth that is this, like, that stands above really who you are, as in how you grew up, but now you're able to see how you can lead in a new manner to create these different paths, and to not continue to recycle, like go through the same motions, right? And so it is very enlightening. It is very magical. Thank you all so much for being here. I took a break. I have to get back to emails and to responses. Thank you to everyone who's booked a reading with me, whether in person, through my online services. Wow, look at this. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis and God Ra. Release. Yeah, okay. I mean, that was there, right? I feel like I should put it back. Look, time. We were talking about time. Okay, fine. The release is very much tied to that Death Mother message of what there are many things that you can let go of, and you are being enlightened to a lot which you can let go of, but now there are signals or signs that point. So synchronistic moments like repetitive numbers, especially 4, 5, 7, or like ascending numbers like 4, 5, 6, repetitive numbers like 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 7, things like that. This is card number 42, release. And then time, card number 41. Wow. Okay, so I was getting a lot of moon in Taurus, sun in Leo, and Venus in Aries. At the bottom of the deck, we have Damiana, the beloved, number 11, Venus and Pluto, a Venus herb, and then we have Lemon Balm, card number 52, Nurture, Ceres, the asteroid, Warrior Goddess, and then Jupiter. Where is Ceres? In Virgo, right? So a lot of earth magic, bridging what you can work on. So again, it's not about letting time, allowing the feeling of time wasted to compel you to be lazy and to give up, right? Allow it to be the magic, allow it to be the storm that you release yourself from, the storm in which you say enough is enough, and then you pull the drain stopper, right? You pull it and you allow that bathwater, the dirty bathwater, to go, and then what's left? Not everything can go. There are things that are working, and you have come along all this way, right? Okay, so for cards from the Moonology Oracle, yes, this is release very much in alignment, and nurture your frame of mind to not sit in negativity. There is truth, there is hope, there is faith that you can place in reframing. It's not even about being positive, it's about now turning away from the past. Is it that you want to remain in negativity? So a few readings back in one of the collective readings, we had the message of positivity seemingly too hard, not difficult, but too annoying to grasp. But now, isn't it also very annoying to only sit in despair and negativity, and to only rely on negativity as your option, as what paints your outcome? So now paint your outcome in a positive reframe, positive mentality, positive reframe of your mentality and positive outlook, and have faith and hope that if you do the work, practically that if you do practical work, down to earth work, right? Perhaps it's relying too much on that notion that only the big dreams matter, that your dream doesn't matter, even if your dream is small, even if it is encapsulated in that Virgoan, like you are of service, you are of duty. But now how do you lead in your line of service, in your line of duty, no matter what your role is, right? Okay, wow. Goddess, Isis, Sun God, Ra, Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirits, O highest light. Thank you so much, Spirit. 4 cards. What does the collective need to release? What can help the collective to surrender to this release? What can help you to actually release? And what's the outcome if you release? 4 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the first eclipse that is upcoming falls in Pisces. It's a full moon eclipse in Pisces, and that's what you need to release. So release all of those old frustrations and old contributing to negative spaces and wallowing. Now allow yourself to like let that drain, let all of those emotions go, allow them to flow, allow them to pass now. Think practically, believe that you can practically come out of this despair, this down moment, or perhaps it's just that you wanted to have that harsh realization, but now move away from it, right? Full moon in Aries, fiery climax approaches. So right after the full moon eclipse in Pisces, we'll find ourselves in the new moon eclipse in Libra, and then the full moon in Aries will occur. So there is something about taking ownership and leadership about how you feel, in terms of how your feelings make you be very abrasive or impulsive. It's not about making impulsive decisions or letting everything kind of go or burning it all to the ground. It's about looking at what can work, even if it's only a few things, and trust that a lot of people feel that way, that it's only a few things that can work, right? What does the koi fish have to do with? Koi fish, page 55. I believe I said that number. I love it. So you are ready to transform. Good prosperity and wealth are on their way. The Japanese view the koi fish as a symbol of aspiration and good fortune, which is manifest through determination and hard work. We were just saying that Eight of Pentacles, you have the power to transform your life. So these eclipses are very promising in that when you release yourself from the muck, when you acknowledge where you self-sabotage, then how you can stop the self-sabotage through harsh exposure to the truth. Then don't wallow, don't stay there. Now reframe, reaffirm, realign. What needs to be released? What do you need to cut out? Right now, everyone feels maybe a lot needs to be cut out, and maybe you just need a break from a lot. So that's to not create self-sabotage moments in every aspect of your life, because there are many good fortunate things that you can still strive to align with, especially now that you release a lot of the old frustrations. A lot of it is feeling frustrated about what's not really working, where you can turn to now align with, I have space to work on what I want to work on, and it doesn't have to be defined by Hollywood movie star sensational status, right? 42. The hourglass, the kirpan is a ceremonial dagger carried by baptized Sikhs. It cuts through negative energy and upholds a saint soul or creed that devotees of the Sikh religion embrace. So cool. This is a time to stand in your truth without cutting anyone down in the process. Meditate on this when you want to be the spiritual warrior with love, honor, and compassion. Yeah, and it's also about understanding and reverence in understanding, not in like the what hasn't worked, right? Now it's your understanding of what doesn't work and why and how. Isn't that what's important? Isn't that what's going to lead you to reconcile with all your extremes, all the extreme aspects of you? We have the full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. So I get like a lot of the repeating numbers again, 8, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and fast movement away from release, away from spiritual battle. Blue moon. I swear this card was here in the meditation. I apologize about the noise. It's fitting that when a tarot reader starts to record, like the noises come up. This is what can help you to surrender faith, hope that you have placed a lot of your faith and hope in the old, and now turn to the new. Turn to what? Wow, we have full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. With the nurture here, yeah, nurture. What can help you to surrender is a little bit of bodily care and a little bit of allowing yourself to let go and not think about how you stand against the rest, or how you have either not accomplished this versus that person that you knew in high school and how much they've accomplished, or who's married versus you're not married, or who's got it going on. It's very much like, it's like the reality. It's like that Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, where it's like the other character could care less about who. It has that like gravity of like, yeah, there are big moments in life, but sometimes it's about those smaller points, those revisions, those lucid moments where you're able to revise, where you're able to realign, to revise, and not lie in false masks, right? Like, don't declare that you're the inventor of post-its. More so look at why you declare that you are. Why would you want to be such a big, do you really want to be such a big deal? And if you are a big deal, is it now looking at how you've handled coming to this and realizing, like, if everyone wanted to be the big deal that we think we want to be, like, how far up our own we would be, and how the earth would be in demise, right? Like, wow, a time for healing. So soon enough after the last quarter moon, we'll approach that balsamic phase, the dark of the moon, right before the new moon in Leo. And so that week following that new moon, or that last quarter moon in Taurus, will be a time that you can give yourself to pamper yourself in just serenity, in moments of Om, in moments of salvation, but not a salvation that doesn't regard your scope, like your smaller life. You can be local, you can come to you can approach your lifestyle in a very local environment or local moment, so where you're not supposing that you have to climb every ladder. Maybe climb only one ladder. Or maybe now that you have climbed every ladder, you're nowhere to be found, and it's like, did it matter that much for you to climb all those ladders, right? Eventually, you get to these moments of needing to take care of yourself. And so perhaps some of you do find that it is about health, and it is about a balance between how you give to others, maybe how you have given to not even your dream, but how you gave to the actions you took to get to attain that dream, right? Now you want to attain differently. Now you want to promote healing and unconditional love. And so, yeah, I'm getting flashes like Archangel Gabriel. I'm so sorry about that. That's awful. Okay, we're just gonna do where you stand, your strength, your power. what surrounds you, your environment, and your faith, your hope, or your fears in the outcome, right? So we already have the outcome card anyway, which is a time for healing, but that's more the time. The moon tells us the time, right? Okay, look, temperance, I swear. So you'll see that. So like I'm getting this, like you'll see this glow up in your new vision. You'll glow up. You're growing up in this new, tender-hearted, heart-centered way. You're coming to it, and then you'll see then a new checkpoint, or you'll reach a point of new ascension. So it's that understanding. So in reverence and understanding of the reconciliation of these extremes, and now coming to a more spiritual enlightenment in practical matters, right? Now leading with spirituality in practical matters. But what does that mean? It means that you give others a chance, and that you don't suppose that you are above any, or above all, or above none, that you are more so aligned and equal, or that you can reach out to different just people that you were not used to working with. Maybe now you're even looking at that. You're looking at like where you have blocked yourself, right? Where you can now allow the flow. So that's your strength though. Like, do you know that you can either block yourself from the flow or allow yourself to flow? But first you have to like pull the plug on the drain and allow the drain to like clear. So like clear the old bath water, the dirty bath water out, and then clean the tub. So you're gonna clean the tub and then you're gonna refill it with good water. Fresh water. Look, 4 of Wands, I knew it. Okay, look, your hopes and fears. Look, what surrounds you is this shift. This is vibrational shift. It's like, it's supportive. It's like, can you calm down? Can you have patience? And yeah, it's like, it's more like, can you tell yourself to calm down? And it's more like, can you not force yourself to calm down? Can you allow practices to flow in your life? Allow yourself to flow into practices that allow these self-care moments and allow you to feel good, allow you to be natural in your approach to action and in your approach to your vision, and you're softening in your dreams, no matter how big or small, no matter how big your vision, but also having the option to create long distance, long visions, right? And turning away from that which doesn't support these longer hauls, maybe figuring out where you want to go the distance and where you choose not to commit anymore, and but also seeing where things are actually working in your favor, because that's kind of gonna bring you into that positive vibrational manifestation, spirit of manifestation. Okay, wow, and the outcome. So if you go along the lines of allowing yourself to move away from the harsh truth so as to not to wallow, and allowing yourself to bring that balance of like spiritual flow and not being too extreme, but allowing practical matters to be very well defined and balanced in appropriate visions that align with supporting community support, also like who you are as a person outside of work, but then also aligning with business mentality and financial order in the financial court. So the Aeon, like, that means a whole new you. Card number 20. And then the Prince of Wands. Wow, very Leo. This is Leo. We have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Wow, with the Cancer vibrations, like you're protecting your new feeling, your new mood, like because you want to come to balance in this healing vibration by removing old frames of minds, mindsets, mind frames, beliefs, but more like about how you have to look, how you have to appear, how you have to do things, how where you can shine. So that's, you're being kind of shown where you can shine, where things can grow, where you can take a more leader approach, and leading yourself in these new arenas and these new spaces means you have to leave old spaces, old frames of minds, old frames of old feelings, old vibrations, old moods, not being so aggressive, hopes and fears, hoping that you make it across this year, right? You will come March. So 333 fall, in 3 months fall, the eclipses, and then at the end of the year, the showdown, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, and the sun and the moon meet in Sagittarius. And then March, when Saturn finally leaves that space, the Piscean space, and when Pluto finally leaves the the Capricorn space, so that it moves into the Aquarian space. Here you feel enlightened, and you have those moments of ascension over the fall, over the next 3 months, over the winter in 6 months, and then in the next 9-month period, it's that coming to fruition and coming to dance in this new you and feeling new in your body. Crazy fun collective reading before I take forever. I'll leave you with just a little bit of the root bowl. Thank you so much for being here. I honor you. I honor your path. Again, thank you for everything and your time and attention. And I'm grateful for our energetic exchange. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, leave me comments. I'll get back to you very soon. I had a lot of caffeine, y'all. Okay, I'll be back with more because I do want to investigate a little bit of these properties, but I think I'll wait another day and give it some thought so that I can get into the tarot. Thank y'all for being here. And I just wanted to say hi and to get into the broader picture. The Aeon being here means big, right? Like, you're getting ready, and over the next 3 months, it's that your capsule, your internal readiness, your internal alignment. So then your conscious 3-dimensional world aligns internally and externally as within, so and then higher consciousness connects us all as we come to the new year 2025. But first, let's stay local, let's stay internal, let's align internally with our new subconscious landscape that is very clear, it's very enlightened, it is cleared of shadow work, right? Pausing on healing and then moving on now, not just seeking green pastures, but seeing green pastures, going towards those green pastures, because they are not illusions, they are not mirages, they are true, they are of hard earned and hard worked and hard attained effort, true for the people, and that's what's to come. So first you are good enough, right? A time for healing. Conclusions are within reach. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. We just had one of those astrological blue moons. Leadership qualities. Good fortune awaits you as you release and let go, as you nurture your new path. I'm very grateful to have you here, and I'm so smiley. I like reading for y'all. All the love, all the light. Talk to y'all very soon. Peace.